Fear the dark unknown.
Greetings, my name is the Smalty Cynic. Today we're going to be continuing where we last left off with Fear the Dark Unknown, which is a little bit of a... I wonder if the title means something different in the more native language, but it seems a bit of a mouthful if you ask me. You call it just Fear the Unknown or Fear the Dark, and that would kind of get the point across, right? So putting it together is kind of like a little bit of a mangled combination. Maybe it makes more sense in the native language. I don't know. But I think I know where that last bug piece is. It's actually in that library room, but I have to kind of look in the right spot. So hopefully it's in the spot that I know or where I think it is. Right, so we're still going to use the bat for right now. I'm hoping, based on what I've seen thus far, it's not going to be game breaking. Because that would be a real shame if it turned out to be as game-breaking as I feared. Because I felt like the horror atmosphere was really working in this game's favor at the beginning. But you never know. Maybe with James you don't have that luxury, so could be just a convenience tool if nothing else. Alright. So I don't see any enemies thus far, so I think we're clear. Maybe on higher combat difficulties, something happens, so could be interesting. Maybe warrant another playthrough if I really so desire. Right here. Alright, let's check the girl's bedroom again. I believe it's around the toy box. No. Okay, well, this is kind of a problem. You know, this would be a nice warm-up for Resident Evil HD. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I know I'm not being very subtle, am I? Oh, and that red blood stuff on the wall, it's for a code, which I know the numbers already because I'm not gonna go around the house and look for these things later on. So just in case you want to save yourself the trouble, I'll show you the code when I get there. But for right now, we need to find these stupid bugs. Well, not the Bethesda kind of bugs. All things considered, this has been relatively bug-free. I mean, it's janky, but you know, I kind of expect that, so. Where's the room with the bug collection? Maybe there's a hint. Two insects are missing? Maybe I should review the footage. That might be a smart idea. I don't... It's kind of a weird change for me to get used to this whole video format. Even though I've been doing this for about a year. But, you know, you're used to playing games just by yourself. You don't consider these kind of things, especially not as often as I do now. So I had to change my entire recording process and playing habits just to meet that demand. So it's a little bit of a interesting kind of inside the reviewer kind of moment. Alright, well let's head next downstairs. Maybe I forgot something. Maybe there's a walkthrough I can check. Well, considering that nothing really happened in this part thing, I will probably cut this all out or trim it down. And I'll come back here when I have an idea of what to do. So, we'll be back right shortly. Let's try it again. We'll be right back after these this minor predicament. Okay. Had a bit of a gander online. And, well, the solution's a little annoying. And you're not gonna... Well, okay, you might guess this if you remember that note downstairs. Personally, I think this is really convoluted. And not in a good way where it actually adds to the puzzle. So first off, we do have all three that we're supposed to have. Now I want to check something downstairs because apparently there should be something that I didn't get. Maybe it's different because this is a survival edition. But apparently if you pick up the apples down here... Where are they? Maybe that was an older version of the game, perhaps. Because this is the survival edition, so it might not be exactly the same. So now I know where exactly we're supposed to go. And this is kind of a problem with this kind of map design, or puzzle design I should say. Because there's nothing inherently bad about convoluted puzzles like this. It's more so the signposting involved. And this is where the game makes a bit of a logical fallacy here. Because, well, I guess you can say most games follow this fallacy of sorts, where post hoc, ad hoc, which is basically Latin or Greek for if something happens, it must be because of this other thing. Maybe these are the apples I was talking about. I don't see any way to interact with them. But anyways, as I was saying, what we have to do is we need that statue. And you remember that note from downstairs with the breaking the mirror thing? Yeah, this is where it comes into play. But I found this out while I was searching for it. July 10th, 1824. I'm happy with our father's return. From the last trip he brought us some beautiful writing boxes, but they're all the same. I have decorated them thinking of the beautiful landscapes he described to us. I'm very proud of how they look. I just hope those two babies don't damage them. Victoria's too agitated. I love her very much. But sometimes I can't stand that she pulls so much of Matilda for her naughtiness. Okay. I don't know what they're doing now, but it's not funny that they're messing around near the boxes. They're still wet. And then again, another box where, if we interact with it, nothing happens. Oh. Must be different that time. Again, I don't see a way to use these daggers. Maybe there's a grappling mechanic or something in the future. This is also why I don't like to review games without at least some walkthrough on standby. It's kind of a catch-22, if you will. Because if I don't review or check out these kind of games, they don't get coverage. But if they don't get... so if I don't review them or other people don't review them, they don't get coverage. But if they don't have enough coverage, then I can't make sure that I can't unbork myself when this kind of stuff happens. So, not really their fault, just sort of a problem when you have this kind of genre thing. Most of the time, what a developer will do is they'll have like a cheat sheet. I'm not making this up. I had to use it for one when I reviewed, what was it? Oh, what was it? It was not a survival horror game, but it was a puzzle game. No, it was like a... what is it? I can't think of it right now. Oh, it was The Fall Part 2. That's what it was. And I was doing fine for the most part until I got to the later part of that game, and that's when the last third of the game was the puzzles just... Oh, boy. Those puzzles were a doozy. And that's where I had to use the cheat sheet. And I guess it makes sense for why... you might say... Oh, that's video game journalists demanding an easy mode. No, no, no. It's just when you're crunched for time and you're trying to review the game properly, you don't really have the time to kind of figure out puzzles in depth like that. Because one, you're just going to meander and add more padding time to the game, which further confuses how much value there is. And two... You know, it's a first come first serve kind of thing, so I don't blame him in that instance. All right, so here's what we have to do.
I remember playing baseball with Dad when I was a kid. The bat was kind of taller than me. Ugh.
Now, at least this puzzle is hinted at and you have some guidance, if a bit misconstrued. But the next part of this thing is what I don't like. So none of these drawers, again, have anything useful because reasons. But if we go over here, that's what we need. Now, should be... Yep, there he is. Can't see, sadly. I'll wait for him to come into vision. Hopefully. There he is. Oh, they're waiting patiently. That's good. Oh, that's a lot. And this is why durability systems are needed. Because then you have instances like this. Alright, so hopefully they don't get up, but I guess maybe I'll trigger them just to kind of kill them so I don't have to worry about them later. Okay, so now that we have the fourth bug, this is where I don't like this next step. So you remember, we're supposed to find 2 more. Well, that's a bit of a farce. Because when you get the 4th one, it unlocks a door that only works when you have all 4. Which I think is, I don't know. You could say that's scripted and it's making sure you don't get that 5th one in the wrong time. I don't know, I find that a little bit of a cheat shot if you ask me. Provenance? Okay. Odd time to mention this unless you're H.P. Lovecraft. Okay. Alright, so now we're back to new territory and I have no idea what's going to happen next. So what could possibly go wrong? Mainly using this so I can use the flashlight a little more precisely. Oh, what's this? Okay. Extra bandage can't hurt. You know, in case I need it, let's just keep the handgun at the ready. Because it has been a while since we saved our game. That zombie crashed out. Boy, he sure is partying. Oh, a note. You believed I stole your dining room key. You thought you could leave me here abandoned, but now you can't eat without me. Ha ha ha. I have your key. I have darkness, my eyes. I will find my eyes. Alright, crazy grandma.
Poor woman. She seems tormented. I can't imagine Mr. Beresford suffering when he needed to lock
I see it.
poor mother here. Still, let her lock here in these conditions? I could never do something like that.
Oh. What? Alright, Grandma, let's go. Is she attacking me? I don't know. I don't feel like this is working. Is this working? I can't tell. I hope so, because, like, I wasted all that gun ammo. This isn't working. Oh, I'm just supposed to get the key. Okay, well that was a lot of ammo. Let's not do that. Now, could I live with that? Yes, I probably could. But am I going to waste all that ammo willy-nilly? No. Who would? I guess you can say they did warn me with the note where it says just the key around her neck, but I don't know. I usually don't grab a zombie while they're attacking me. It's not exactly a sound idea. Guess I'll explore the area upstairs, since I'm probably going to run out of that room if I can. So I need to find the last bug, so maybe it's around here. Let me just check. Diary. Jupiter, the creator of light, lightning, fire. Screams, heat, acceleration, action, energy, emotion, only memories. To live them again. Okay. Oh, first aid kit. That's helpful. We'll get the note last. Let's explore up here for a bit. Well, they give me ammo. That kind of tells me she's durable, but then they don't. I don't know. Well, I have a locked door. Another bandage. The pregnancy is weakening my dear wife. She's much weaker than the previous ones. I can see it in her face. Maybe that means it's a boy this time. Boys are always much more rebellious than girls. Matilda told me that Zachary scored her to death the other day. She heard a howl in the middle of the night. It was such a loud and terrifying cry of pain that my beloved Matilda jumped out of bed. I know Zachary's not to blame. He told me that in a hunt with his former lord, he suffered a terrible accident. The woods caught fire while hunting, and he was badly injured. From what he told me, he almost died from burns to his hands, arms, and trunk. But he says that his spirit is stronger than his body, and that he knew that it was not time for him to die yet. Who wouldn't have nightmares about fire and suffering after something like that? About fire, sorry. Yeah, that makes more sense. Alright, well, since we can get all this stuff, let's go downstairs and kind of deposit some of it. And save our progress, since I can go back, right? Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get the key, and that's going to be a problem. Alright, so let's reinitiate that encounter, and hopefully we don't have to do much to get her. Maybe shoot her once. wonder, can I go back there? Wow, even more gun ammo. I have to get back to that house. My son needs me. He never asked for anything. His letter isn't a desperate call. Desperation. My head is not so good anymore. Something happened after that night. Not just to my miserable granddaughter. May God have Matilda in his glory. That night, my eyes, my head, several months has passed, but it seems to have been years. It's a distant memory. It is such a pain. And the image of the poor girl shattered. I don't want to see anything, but my eyes see everything. Okay. This is all of it? Okay, so basically, just chronicling her madness. Got it. Acre, fruity, nauseating, suspicious, rotten. These are the colors. How dare he says I don't see. How dare he says he's afraid that I'll be down with them for what I did to myself. I see perfectly. I just have to raise my head and use my eyes. Okay. Now, do I have room? Well, I might have to use the bandage, but otherwise, yes.
Poor woman. She seems tormented.
Oh, she was sleeping in the bed. That's why I couldn't see her.
Suffering when he needed to lock her poor mother here. Still, let her lock here in these conditions? I could never do something like that.
I guess I do indicate the key on her. Oh, it does say steal. Seriously? Okay, maybe I do have to kill her. It says I could steal it. Do I have? No, it's on her. I realize I'm taking away all the horror of this scene, but seriously, okay. Alright, where is she? Alright, come on, old woman. Waiting for you. Oh, God. She moved fast. Okay, this is actually a little tougher. What gives? Well, this is working. Hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna give up trying to steal it from her because it's not really working. Hopefully this works. Well, I might have to speed this up because this is a little dull. I thought once she's crouched, then I could steal it from her. Nope. Wow, this is crying a lot. Wow, I really had to mash this. Oh. Wow. That is the best death sequence ever. Okay, let me figure out what to do here, because I feel like I'm not getting the idea. Okay, let's try this again for the third time. I'm a little astounded by what you're supposed to do. You're apparently not supposed to use the gun, which just, it's a little baffling, to be honest. Because if anything, that's what the game is telling me to do. I don't know. I feel like even when you look at Resident Evil or Silent Hill, they clearly signpost when you're supposed to be on the offensive and when not. Like if you're in a boss room, you're supposed to fight the boss. Whereas here, well, I mean, it's kind of hinted, but I would have not have assumed this is what you're supposed to do, but, you know, let's just do it. Now again, I don't want to be too harsh because again, this is an indie project, but this is tough love. I was actually really enjoying the introduction part when I didn't have the bat. So I feel like the bat is what might be the problem here, if it's causing this much of a showcase of the problems. But it's also just the encounter design itself and how they want things. But first, we need to find this one box. Where is it? I can't see it from this angle. Right, this. Okay, so when she says, I can smell you, the reason I couldn't get the key is because I smell like, well, fresh meat. So what I'm supposed to do is come in here afterwards and rub these guts on myself. Now, you can already see the problem. How am I supposed to know this room was over here if I didn't go explore in this one corner? Exactly. And why does the game not tell me that the weapons don't work? Well, they tell you that they need to steal the key, but that's about it. So, not exactly the best boss design I would ever say. In fact, I would say this is not a boss. This is just a scripted cutscene elongated into an actual gameplay sequence. But, you know, whatever. Okay. Gist of it, she went crazy. She went here because they wouldn't come up to her to see her. At least get this gun ammo. I just want to make sure that I had room. There is a box in that other area, so it's not like they didn't give us some thing. But anyways, let's get the stupid note. Let's get to the room so I can do this.
Poor woman.
That animation's pretty funny. Alright, over here. Where is it? I can't find it. There we go. Okay. So now what I'm supposed to do is wait here for a little bit. Let her come out.
I smell you.
Yeah, so try it. So she is blind, so the notes do tell me that. Now let's actually try to get her.
Hiding.
There she is. What? You're not supposed to catch me. I'm supposed to be hidden, right? Maybe it rubbed off?
Where are you hiding?
Guess it doesn't last that long. Alright, let's see if we can quickly do this. I thought I had to sneak up on her. That just seemed to put me in more danger.
Where are you hiding?
Alright, now let's get out of here.
Where are you hiding?
Now, we can't exit the normal way. What we have to do instead is go to this window.
I have no choice. Ah! Dad. Mom. Ow. Ah!
Just ignore the zombie on your left. You're fine. Now, we can't actually hit him with our bat, even though he's down on the ground. Oh, you bastard. Oh, get off! Get off! Okay, maybe I should use the handgun. Okay. So there are enemies where the handgun does come in handy. Okay, so we got a CD. Oh. Let's not go that way. That looks bad. Okay, so we're not at perfect health, but we're pretty fine. Oh. That's not good. Alright, come on. One at a time. Get off. Come on. Alright, come on, closer. Come on. Can't get him in the rhythm now. Weird. Alright, so since I'm about dead, let's be a little smart. Oh, I can aim. Okay. I guess that's why it exists. Alright. A little weird. Oh, that's how it works. Come on. Are you kidding me? Come closer. Come closer so I can just smack you. Seriously? Oh, this is not going well. Okay, let's run. Yeah, I didn't want to redo all that stuff. This is a good time for this. Thankfully, we have a laptop right here we can use. Alright, now let's see if we can, well, I don't need to go back in there, do I? Not right now. Oh, I apparently have more objects. Okay, I thought I had them all. Never mind. I forgot I have 3 CDs. I don't quite understand the melee combat here. Alright, let me try loading that again. I'm just going to use my handgun on her this time. Because I kind of don't like these ones that are on the ground. Alright, let's use this. And hopefully the aiming system works for us this time. Quite sure how it works. It's like I have to be in line of sight, but also It's like once I'm in line of sight and I can see her, I can shoot her. A little confusing. She's not dead. She's playing dead. Shame I can't just combine it or something. Well, I guess we can come back this way later. It's locked. Okay. Try using the dining room door. Really? I thought this was the dining room. Crap. Didn't see her. Ah, this is bad. Where is she? Here, but I don't see. Let's quickly reload this. Alright, she's gone. Let's go back to get that other bandage now that I have a need for it. It's like you gotta get in a rhythm for it, and the right angle, the right distance, and then you can spam it. That seems to be what you have to do. I wanted to check her health. Okay, very good, but not perfect. Of course I can use more ammo. I could have sworn I was supposed to go in there to save. Run, run, run. Okay, well, this at least is inside. Great. Okay, since I'm already hurt, let's just heal myself fully. Then I can use this key. Okay, you can't use it there. Well, at least we have it. Here. Where are you? Let's go in here at least. This looks safe. I see you in the back. Come on out. Maybe I can reach him? I feel like I'm playing whack-a-mole with a zombie. Well, he's not bothering me now, is he? So I'm kind of asking it if I go out and attack him. Alright, well he can stay there. He's not going to bother me. Where am I? Well, that's weird. What was that noise? What the hell? I don't want to get near that. Dear sister, soon I will follow your footsteps and begin my own life outside this place. I partially understand you. I hope to leave the sadness and madness here, but I will never leave the people who suffered with me. No one was guilty. It just happened. Something happened. Victoria was not bad. She was just born a loser. She tried to be strong and happy, and everything to lose that again that night. And everything to lose again that night. Okay. She didn't recover. She was sunk in nothing. She never expressed it, but I know that she suffered. Charlotte was invaded by suffering. She couldn't bear not knowing what happened, and she lost herself in delusions trying to understand Victoria's hidden suffering. Yes, I'm sure Victoria suffered too. Father, immersed in her paintings, living without us with her memories. What? I don't get it. Maybe Holy Father? And there was me. You didn't come back. I will always return to be with all... I'll try it again. I will always return to be with all of them, and I hope that someday I will find you here. With much love, Anne. Okay. Well then, I'll just go with whatever that meant. But I think we have a safe spot here, so this might be the best place to stop. Just kind of recovering from all that ordeal. I know we didn't get too far in this one, but you know, after all that kind of nonsense, I kind of want to take a break. But anyways, let's just call it here, and we'll come back next time. Maybe get a little bit farther than before. So, thanks for watching. If you would like some more survival horror content, I will be providing that. And, well, I'm curious what the James playthrough will be like when I get to that. But until then, catch you later.